started. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. To the air, it's Reed. Going for a big play right off the bat.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
We'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Now the play fake. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Trying to escape. There he goes. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. The give on the inside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
On the ground, it's Moss. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. A strike downfield. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Give to the running back. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. Calls his own number. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Off play action. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. Runs through a tackle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. From his end zone, needs to be careful here. Breaks into the open. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might be changing the route. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Red pass, it's complete. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. That's caught. It's Cooper. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got him. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. He'll throw it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. The Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. 1st and goal from the 4 as they try to break the seal on the scoring. Looking to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Back to pass. Flips it out on the screen. No sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing underneath because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. You decided to go for it, we didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive.
Oh, he's got some He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the run, it's Moss. Makes it past the marker. At the 20, he's got space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And the extra point was good. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. Coming out with it, it's Williams. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14. And the Hoosiers headed quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Bringing the heat. Pass is incomplete, but I think the defense was offsides, and this will probably be a first down. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. The Hoosiers will line it up on 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He's going to run it. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Gonna let it fly. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Hemby. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a 1st down. And the Hoosiers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quarterback may change this route. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Fires to the big fella.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Got his man. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The Hoosiers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Just gets rid of it before the heat. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. He's got it on the run. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Using the quick game. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
The offense will quickly use a timeout. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Powers through the defender. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
The give out of the gun. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Fires to the tight end. On the move at the 30. Turning it on. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Fires to the big fella. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. And the Hoosiers moving quickly to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up.
Lost one deep down the right side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And at this point of the game, I just can't say enough about how good the defense has been covering this guy. Coming into the game, they knew he was the critical factor for this offense with his skill set, but they have really been able to shut him down. They force another incompletion down the field looking his way. To me, that's one of the biggest reasons why they're winning this game.
They're dealing with a second and long. Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize on getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. The Hoosiers are flying down the field.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job.
There he goes. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. And the Hoosiers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll try the run. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Offense lining up quickly.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo. You're seeing them now go hurry up.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch. And in this case, even catching the football, it was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Throws for the tight end. And that is incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass. And they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just we're on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop. And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Breaks into the open. At the 30. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. A&M comes back out with another first down. They'll throw it from the red zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Aggie!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking for a man, it's Mendoza. Grabbed over the middle, it's Becker. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top. That's reeled in. It's Cooper. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Becker. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll leave it with him. Fights off a defender. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Snagged in the middle. It's Brady. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Hoosiers are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Hemby. Across the 25, he's got room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, that is a Herculean effort. He caught the ball in the middle of the field and somehow was able to use his speed and his vision and awareness and still get out of bounds to stop the clock.
Fires to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times when you go...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Got nothing last time, now 2nd and goal from the 3. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana! Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
And he added the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Owens. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it all the way up to the 42-yard line, and that's why you have confidence to keep it on the ground in that situation. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than...
Really nice job by the defense getting that last stop. All third downs in games are important, but this one just feels like it's the biggest down of this game right now for this defense. If they can get off the field, they've got to give it back to their offense with as much time as possible to have a chance to win this game.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. Back to throw, it's Reed. Pocket breaking down. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Turning it on. And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this...
And they fake it. The holder looking for a man. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Hit as he throws. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, this offense hasn't had a ton of success today. It's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. One more play to pad the stats. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And the pass is dropped and incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock has struck 0, and the ball game is over. What a game. We had a furious fight all the way to the final ticks, and that one is going to be remembered forever.
And I think when you're the #1 team in the country, you're coming in expecting to win. You're the favorites. Everybody's talking about you. You have all the momentum. You're the loved college football team in all of the land. To come in today, they played a competitive game, Jesse, but that's an inferior opponent they just lost to.
That's true. They've got to be more consistent moving forward as the #1 team. And we saw flashes today of why they were the #1 ranked team. We know they've got talent, but you've got to start fast. You can't shoot yourself in the foot. You can't have penalties. You can't turn the ball over. You can't have the lapses in concentration. We saw it.
Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's ball. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw its flag way. Unloads to the right. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Both of you guys played in this rivalry. Jesse, what's your most impactful memory?
My senior year, 1st and 1 on the goal line, and the Bulldogs had Marcus Stroud and Richard Seymour, 2 first-round picks at D-tackle. Coach Spurrier called Red Snoopy, which was a quarterback sneak. I didn't get it. He called it again on 2nd down. I didn't get it. Called it again on 3rd down. I didn't get it. On 4th down, he subbed our running back who came in the huddle and says, Red Snoopy, jump over the top, idiot. And we scored a touchdown.
That is great. That is phenomenal.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Gators will line up to punt it away.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a 3rd down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
Powers through. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. Guys, sometimes they call this hidden yardage, and the punt return man set them up with a 1st and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Fielded in the end zone. It's ball. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking to throw. It's Lagway. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so...
There he goes! That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at their 27.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job of getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Caught near the sticks. It's Sturdivant. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Gators in a good spot here with second and short. To the air, it's Lagway. Pulls it in, it's ball. At the 40, there he goes. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
One of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
Wide receiver comes in motion. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Makes the grab. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
Some crossing routes are designed to beat man coverage, but that one worked out pretty well in zone. Nice job by the QB and receiver being on the same page, finding a soft spot, and getting the completion.
They'll run the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable. And the Gators want to pick up the tempo. Going to take a shot on second and short. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gators! He just makes it look so easy. Impressive run.
So impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time, make you look silly, and the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got him? I got him? No? Well, nobody's got him.
And he puts through the extra point. So a drive there of 84 yards. It was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Breaks into the open. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. And the Dogs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. To throw, it's Stockton. Grab near the marker. It's Delp. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him. Huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's ball. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how...
What a catch along the right sideline as he makes a huge play.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Here's the pressure. Stands in and takes the hit. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you play.
Into double coverage, and he picked it off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Off the play fake on first down. He wants to go deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages. Because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
Outstanding work by this defense, reading their keys, staying at home, and knocking him down for a loss. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Rushes on him, looking deep. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. And the Bulldogs with the 1st and 10. Oh, he's got some space. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. He's looking deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
The Gators want to move quickly.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass on 2nd down. He'll take the deep shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
That's not an easy throw to hit, I will say. A dagger throw, it takes time to develop. You really got to sell the route. And the quarterback has got to put that in an area and anticipate the throw. Just not on the same page with his receiver on that one.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Trying to take it back. The 20. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. And the offense will take that gift and set up right on the doorstep. 1st and goal with the 1. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Coming out with it, it's Hawkins. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. He might want another play. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. They get to him as he throws.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Back to throw, it's Lagway. He's got his man across the middle. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. The Gators racing to the line in a hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Blasted as he lets it go.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Here comes the heat. Got him downfield. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before half. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead.
Georgia, 35, Florida, 7.
Fielded in the end zone, it's ball. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Lagway. He fires to the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Yeah, and that's tough, man. Golly, you got him wide open. And that cat can roll. You're not talking about, a guy that's an average runner on the outside. You got to give him a little bit of a chance to run underneath that, put a little more air underneath it, but he just overshoots the runway.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Just a hair too much on him from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Hansen. And the Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw, they'll have to be efficient against the clock. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Bust through behind his pad. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. He's run out of bounds after the pick. Clock shows 0, and that's how we'll end the first half. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Turning it on! And he eluded the defense, and they'll take enjoy more than sticking it to the Gators, and boy, are they doing it right now.
Yeah, taking care of business. And listen, Georgia prides itself on being a physical unit. Every year, they're going to just pound you and bludgeon you. And Florida has had no response, just like in the last several games in this series. Georgia's just, they got the upper hand.
Georgia's always had talented teams. Certainly they were very talented back in the day when I played them. The program was in a great place. But because of recent success, they're just at a different level now. What they're recruiting, what the expectations are, and they're really showing that here in the second half.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. To the air, it's Lagway. On target. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Under fire. Hit as he throws. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Lets it fly. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Sending the offense back to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity?
He's going for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Finds the tight end. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The offense set for a first down play.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He uncorks a bullet to the right. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. This time it's complete. There he goes. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Florida.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people are going to go, why do you run the route short? You know, like you got to run that route into the end zone so when he catches it, he gets credit for the 2-point play. But they're stopped short, no points.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
Nope.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. From the gun, the running back has it. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Oh, they're after him. On the move, he fires. Working on the right. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, 1st and goal. Back to pass, it's Bailey. He's going for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Gators want to crank the tempo. To the air on 2nd down. Looking for the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! Lining up to add another. It's a fake. Holder looking to throw. He goes out of bounds, stopped short, and the gamble on the fake does not pay off. After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the 3rd quarter and get it back with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to...
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Georgia! A great catch and run for 6. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Well, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's ball. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Lagway. The throw, complete to the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's ball. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Takes a hit as he fires. Got his man downfield. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wilson. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that. Put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Throws to the tight end. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Backed up now, here's second and long. Trying play action. Buys a little time with his feet. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the...
Intercepted deep in his own end. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Fires downfield. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart, because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays, because they are definitely playing the deep ball.
And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Motion from the wide receiver. They're throwing for it on fourth down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's incomplete.